Walking Dead fans, I want you to finish the phrase. If Daryl dies, You should have shouted riot at that point because it is on so many t-shirts and coffee mugs and what have you. I mean, it has become a meme of its own. I mean, it's if blank dies, we riot. If Daryl dies, Walking Dead fans are going to lose their collective minds because he's a very popular character, and let's face it, Norman Reedus, very likable guy, I'm just saying. So recently when asked how he feels about this, real-life badass Norman Reedus had to say to Comic Book Resources, I like a good riot. I remember the LA riots, and I was like, why don't we get the DMV? Let's take down the DMV. Why are we taking down the store? Who needs a TV? Let's burn the DMV. Just go straight to the DMV. Yeah, take out all your anger on the DMV. And I agree with that, Mr. Reedus. I love you.
I mean, the DMV kind of is hell on earth. Like, it's just a cesspool of, like,
everything
workers who don't give a shit about what you need or what you're doing there, and they're just like, they're like zombies. They're honestly like zombie workers at the DMV.
Daryl
so it's like, why not take out the DMV? Because that's where all the zombies are. Is just all these people who don't give a fuck about like what you need in your life, and they're just like, next.
We do not condone the burning down or rioting of any institution at all. But if it were a time where it would be called for to riot, I would say leave the small businesses alone and maybe listen to Norman Reedus.
We're just reading the quote, you guys. We don't actually, we don't believe any of this, but maybe we do.
Do you think it's possible The Walking Dead would ever kill his character? Because there is so much merchandise tied to him, and it seems like he's everyone's, you know, if he's not their favorite character, he's up there. I mean, we've talked before if there's anyone untouchable. I mean, in the age of Game of Thrones, and Maisie Williams saying anyone could die. Anyone can be killed.
Absolutely.
I mean, is there any way you would possibly kill arguably the most popular character?
I don't think that they will. First of all, I haven't read the comic in forever, but Daryl's not even in the comic, so they can really do whatever they want with his character. But I think I have a feeling that AMC really kind of respects their fan base, and they know that The Walking Dead is like the breadwinner of that channel, and so they're going to do whatever they can to keep the fans happy and to keep the fans coming back. And what keeps them coming back is Daryl.
Norman Reedus' beautiful face.
Yeah.
I mean, Daryl Dixon.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. No, and I feel like with Game of Thrones, there are a lot of characters that, you know, people still love, and there's just like, there's so many stories going on, but at the same time, it is kind of like, oh my God, give me a break, Game of Thrones. Like who are these? Like, you don't grow to love the people who die because you kill them almost immediately, and then the people you do love die. And what's left? What's left? These new characters that you're introducing, but we don't give a shit about them yet because they're only in 2 episodes. And so I don't know. I think Game of Thrones is just trolling their entire audience.
I kind of like it. I like the feeling that no one is untouchable.
Right.
And I like feeling scared and invested in these characters. You know, I think it's a good technique.
Yeah,
that we would want to do this. I do not think they would kill Daryl. If they did, it would be like the series finale, I would say. Like, he would die heroically, too.
Right.
It would be like, that was earned. But he's not going to be just off, you know, for no good reason, like T-Bone or some other character who seemed like they were a main character, but then gone like that.
What a great job Norman Reedus has to be that loved as, you know, a character in this fictional series that it's like job security to the max for that guy.
Well, I mean, maybe that's why we care so much, because there is no precedent for Daryl. There is no template for him for us to be like, oh, well, you know, in this next story arc, he's a goner. You know, there's certain characters that are alive and dead. I know it's very different, you know.
Right. I mean, they didn't really follow that.
There's no marker for him at all.
Right.
So it's just like wondering and not being sure where it's going to go. Maybe we like that feeling of uncertainty, or maybe we hate it. Or, you know what, whenever you have a strong feeling, that's a good thing, I say. Audience, do you think The Walking Dead would ever kill Daryl? We say probably not, because of, you know, the money-making possibilities. Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe. Jessica, what are you working on now?
Oh, so I co-created and produced a show called Best Game Show Ever. We just finished our second season, actually, which you can actually find on Loot Crate's YouTube channel. But
Awesome.
yes, Loot Crate is an amazing company. If you're not familiar with it, go check them out. They're a subscription box-based service where they send you awesome geek culture stuff in a box every month. You
I'm
have
familiar
one?
with what Loot Crate is.
Yes. No, they're fantastic. And so
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I actually wear the shirts sometimes.
oh yeah, no, I mean
I like it.
their designs are phenomenal. So, but yeah, our second season is on Loot Crate's YouTube channel. But I just cut a sizzle reel, which you can actually find on my own YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/bestgameshowever. And we take a more comedic approach to gaming
game show
lifestyle.
model.
Yeah, to the gaming lifestyle and gaming culture because you know, games are sometimes we take them so seriously now, and every time you see a trailer, you see like 10,000 opinions on if it's going to be great or if it's going to suck. And it's like, hey, you remember when that kid down the street had an N64 and you went over there and played video games with them and you had slumber parties? Like that's kind of what we reminisce about is the fun and celebration.
The joy of gaming.
Yes, there you go. And so it's youtube.com/bestgameshowever, and I hope you guys like it.
Coming out soon. Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay.